Discuss that with me. You don't need to discuss with my friends, family, mum, sister, brother.
Then
dad,
for me, that's a you man's problem.
Exactly.
Bro. That's not my problem.
You made it a problem of yours.
I didn't go and call her, bro. She called me. She made that decision.
You enabled it. You enabled it by allowing the
clearly
conversation.
have a problem that you can't communicate
like...
with your partner that she feels she has to call your best friend.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So your friend is problematic.
But look,
I'm saying you're the problem, if
Also-
anything, not your girl. You're the problem.
Yo, it's your boy Mr. B, aka Mr. B Spoke. We're Tracksuits and Ties, and when I'm with my very lovely co-host,
Moe Paly.
Easier, I'm easier.
and today we've got friends in the building, and they're going to introduce themselves.
Alvisa.
Xena.
Boom! Okay. I'll charge you a few red flags or green flags amongst all of you,
Yeah.
and then kind of if you want to indulge into it, by all means, please do.
Such a great instigator, isn't
TikTok.
Cheating in their past relationships.
Red flag.
Rose.
Green
That's
flag.
like a no-brainer.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Green flag. I don't want a green flag. Do you know why it's a green flag? Yeah, because I don't want you to come to me and then have ambitions of, oh, what would we like to cheat? Right. I don't want that. I want a woman who's seasoned, been through it, done it, and ready to go. That's my thing. So green flag for me.
Bro, but think about what do you learn from the most?
Your experiences.
Exactly.
Your mistakes.
There you go.
Nah, bro,
Yeah,
that's
but
not a
some-
mistake.
Wait, some things you don't need to make the mistake in
For
order to
real.
know it's wrong.
For real.
That's
You
one of
know-
those things that you would know innately it's wrong. So it's
But I'm
definitely a
guessing
red
it
flag.
felt right at that precise moment.
By the way,
Well,
we're
that
talking.
just means you're not disciplined. You didn't discipline yourself enough to know to say no in that situation.
We're talking about women here, yeah. The men thing is okay.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
talking
We're talking about
I
women here,
respect
right?
women.
We're talking about women here,
Because we're on the
right?
same
We're talking-
wavelength.
We're not, but okay.
Yeah, you're mad.
Obviously, I was talking about men. Obviously, I want to talk about women.
Why can't we just make it speaking about both?
Nah,
Okay. Alright.
because we're not gonna get into the equal thing because it's not
Okay.
the same.
Okay.
But yeah, no way.
If I cheated, I'll be so paro in my next relationship
You're gonna
because
do
I'm
it.
like, shit. I know people are able to do it. That means they can do it to me.
Yeah, you have the
So I'll be bare
capacity.
paro that they're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear that. No,
And if I didn't cheat, shit, I need to cheat before she cheats on me. No, I'm joking.
there you go. That,
Wait,
but that's
wait,
a thing.
wait,
That
wait.
is a thing. It's actually a thing, though.
There's
That's actually a
missing
thing.
out on
Yeah,
cheating.
exactly. FOMO. That's a real
FOMO.
thing.
Follow-up
Cheating.
question.
That's a
though.
real
Who
thing.
here has cheated?
Come on,
By
be honest.
technicality-
Be honest.
What do you mean by that?
You've been in a relationship and you've stepped out of your relationship.
What does? But it's just they're
but that-
varying
it-
different
it-
things.
as
Isn't
your
it?
relationship,
as little
right?
as kissing or emotional cheating as well, not just the physical act itself, even emotional cheating, like with a work.
Kissing's a little cute, man. It's like sharing a cigarette or something like that. That's minor.
No, have I cheated in
If you have to think about it,
No,
you've
no,
done
no.
it.
I'll be
You've
real.
done
I'm
it.
being honest. No, I'll be honest. In my adult relationships, I've never cheated. I've never cheated in an adult
Okay.
relationship that I've been in. When I was like a teenager and stuff, that's fun. Like you don't think twice. You're a boy, you're a man. Like, you don't think twice about it.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have
no, I
any
hear you, yeah.
sort of self-conscious about it. But as you get older and you realize like the impact of what it can actually do to you, because you go through experiences. Your friends go through experiences, and you can see, this is fucked up. So I actually never cheated. So in my adult relationships, but yeah, do you know what? Something women do? We need to talk about women. I think women always cheat. Do you know why I think women always cheat?
Don't say that.
No, I'm
Don't
being
say
dead
that.
serious. And tell me if I'm wrong. If you have a man who's your friend, but you know who's into you, but you've got a boyfriend.
That's actually one of the questions.
Oh, so
No,
let me
that's
know.
good.
No,
That's
yeah,
good.
I think there's women always have a guy who's waiting in the lines
To pounce.
To pounce.
The
And
shoulder. The
to
shoulder.
me, that's cheating.
Yeah, I agree. This is why I don't believe guys and girls can be friends.
I like you. I like that. No, that's.
Hold on.
I'm
She
surprised
said
you
that with
agree
such
though.
conviction.
No, you can't say this on here.
I'm not in a relationship, so I can have
You
friends
dead me
with
if you got
guys.
a relationship.
100% every guy.
Oh, come on,
I
man.
like that.
Yeah,
No,
I love that.
that's real. What
rate
about
that.
you? Because you're quiet right now. What's
Yeah,
What
you're like,
about
fuck
me?
now.
Yeah, have you had a man that's been in the
You know-
like sort of the ranks, like waiting to
I would say that when I've gotten into relationships and we see that it's getting serious,
Yeah.
we've made it a thing where I remove guys that I've got on my socials or whatever who are potentials or have been interested in me or shown interest, and I'd expect the same from them.
Okay.
So, but if the relationship ends, then those people are probably coming back.
How though?
See,
How?
that happens.
No, you
It
can't
happens
skip that.
because,
How?
like, let's be honest, when people break up, they all of a sudden like post more. They have more of a presence online,
That's
and
another
people
thing that
will
women
see
do.
that. So people
I
start
like that
following,
stage.
and yeah, those.
Is that the cat call for women? That's like the bat sign that I'm available again when you start posting.
Not even available. It's like
because what is it that why you
They
post
start
more?
putting the whole empowerment quotes and shit, and then I'm there like, yeah, man, you go, girl.
I feel like it depends, right? Because sometimes women will do it because they're like, oh, look at me, I'm single now. They're trying to put themselves on the market. But I feel like some women, where maybe in their relationship they've maybe like lost their sense of identity or toned down like any social activity, like posting anything.
Yeah.
Once they're out of it, they feel a bit like they're regaining their independence. And
But what's the link
sad.
between feeling confident and posting pictures online? I don't get that.
we all get like serotonin from people liking our shit, don't we?
See, I
natural,
like the
right?
honesty because
That's
you don't normally
natural,
get
and-
that.
You're trying it. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
no,
it.
you don't
You're trying
normally
it
get
and you
that.
answered
I like
it well.
that.
Cool.
Okay.
No, but it is what it is. Obviously, like, don't get dependent on it. That's where it gets dangerous. And like,
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
But we all like a bit of a
kick
attention,
when
you know?
fire emojis and all that. Yeah, no, I
That's
hear
why
that.
they're on a podcast.
There we go. There
I'm
we go.
joking.
There we go.
So the actual second question was
Yeah.
having saying opposite sex friends, red flag or green flag?
Huh?
Red flag.
Oh, same sex. What?
Same sex.
No, opposite sex friends.
Hmm.
Red flag or green flag?
For men or women here?
Both.
Both.
Oh, I feel like it's a mix then.
Well, oh, go on.
What?
Go on. Double standards.
I feel like
Miss Double Standards.
Personally, I feel like I don't keep many guy friends around.
Okay.
I've always like had my girlfriends, but I think if a guy can have female friends, it shows that that guy can respect women more than just being sexualized. Like they can
Thank you.
actually understand that women have aspirations, they're people, they're humans, so they can see them in that way.
Okay, but you can also have cousins and sisters and all that as well.
Okay, but we're talking friends here. Like
Yeah.
as soon as someone's family, obviously there's boundaries there. You would never like.
Okay. No, I hear that. Go on.
Because I've got two girl mates.
Yeah.
Been my friends for now probably nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
Never ever had any even close encounters of any.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a
Because
question?
you haven't tried or because you know that they would say no?
Oh,
Oh.
No. No, I honestly think no one would say no to me first and
No,
foremost.
tell them.
But more importantly, no, I think you start something how you want to end it in a sense. So like for me, it was we met at uni, had a friendship. I was like, I'm not even trying to mix this. I wouldn't even want to try. I was doing my own thing, they were doing their own thing, and they get open. You find out stuff about them. You're like,
Oh, you're not actually that nice, my person.
shit, you're a shit person as well. This is lit.
Yeah,
We're
Wait,
on.
so what bonds you to those friends then?
Being shit people.
Like you said, I think you said it earlier. Mutual moral grounds that we both hold. And to be fair, they are from the same country as I am, so that helps as well. So yeah, personally, I think it can be a green flag.
So then why wouldn't you ever go there?
I think
Because
it's
you have the same moral compass. They're somewhat attractive.
yeah, no, they're not bad looking girls at all.
Okay. So why wouldn't you?
I mean, how long have I known you for? And have I ever tried it on you? Jokes aside, like I know you can say yeah if you want it for banter.
Be honest.
No.
Be
yeah,
honest.
yeah,
Just
she
let them know.
hasn't.
I actually
Stop the
haven't.
cat.
Right?
Yeah, she hasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
He makes flirty jokes here and there.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
It's becoming memes.
oh,
It's
it's all
becoming
coming
memes.
now. It's all
I don't
coming
think I've ever
now.
said that in my life.
Not a meme. No, he's not.
No, and that's exactly because when we first met, I met you through actually my very good friend, which you very well know, and that was it. That's it. I've set my barrier now. There's nothing else that I'm even if you were the hot, because I'm going in my mindset. That's my decision on that. I think boys and girls.
Political B.
Come on.
Go on,
Mo?
sorry. What was your green or red flag for that?
Red.
Red flag. Okay. I'm 50-50 on it, really, because you can't. If you've known someone, like you said, like for your example, B, if you've known someone for like 10, 15 years, I wouldn't expect you to dead them because of me. That's like, I think that's childish. I think that's
Don't
silly.
get it twisted though, Malcolm. It's not when you're in a relationship. It's not as frequent as when you're not in a relationship.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
You expect it to kind of die down and stuff, but so that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't expect you to completely dead your friendship because of me. That's like if you've known them before me, then I would expect you to kind of like.
But you're not dating.
So
him,
you're putting
of
yourself
course
in
not.
second place.
If your girlfriend asked you to cut off your female friends because she was uncomfortable with how close you guys were, are you willing to compromise that for your partner?
But it's a
Or
simple
you-
solution to that.
What?
I've met both of their boyfriends.
Doesn't mean
But
anything though. You
that's
can still
'cause-
have an interest in somebody even though you've met their partners.
But are you
No.
serious? If your girl tells you, or you tell your girl, I don't want you to have these boyfriends. Oh, I've known him a long time. You're like, yeah, that's cool. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nah,
No, but
No, I would.
There's
No, I would. I
respect,
have.
man.
Like,
you got a new life now. Like, I'm
can't-
gonna
you
be
can't-
your
I hate
best
the
friend.
whole
Yeah,
mating
got a
thing.
new
The
life.
whole mate-
Exactly.
But what do you mean you've got a new life?
Like,
how does
that's
that happen?
like, your life has changed now. Do you know what I mean? Like, if
You're with me now,
if
baby.
You wanna,
Like, you're with me now.
It's my world.
Yeah,
It's
like,
it's
come
like,
on, man.
How can I say? It's like being single and then being a mother, or having
also-
or being a single guy and
Your
being a
priorities
father.
change.
That's it. Your priorities change. So
Yeah.
there's certain things that cool, they were beneficial, but now I've got a new stage in my life where this won't benefit me anymore.
But, but having friends doesn't. That's not a hindrance. I don't see it as it's not a hindrance. Like in all seriousness, I know I joked
So
around
are you
earlier, but like
are you meeting them one-on-one? That friend who's a girl.
I wouldn't like again. If you've known them before me, like I'm being dead serious. If you've known them before me, I have no issue with you, like meeting them beforehand. As long as there's been clear and open communication in regards to
Or even if it's back
what
to the
you're
crib.
doing, where you're doing. That's obviously not. I'm not back to no crib.
Back to
No
the crib.
crib.
No, even back to the crib. If you're even going for a coffee with
Coffee
them,
shop.
one-on-one, what are you guys talking about? Just you two together. If it's
If
a
you know,
group
what
thing,
about, for what about,
if it's
what
a
about,
group
what about
thing,
if
it's
you know?
different. But if you're meeting one-on-one,
What about if you know each
purposely
other's
go out of your
families?
way.
You might know each other's families.
Yeah,
It
then
could be-
when you see them, you respect them. You say hi, you be civil. But
Yeah.
you don't need to meet them one-on-one.
I don't know. To me, I think it's a bit. It's
Why is
a
he
bit
shaking his
50-50.
Mo's bad. He's holding
like,
back. He's
no,
like, fuck this shit,
because
man.
like, I can't. Again, I'm not into the ultimatum thing. I'm not into this. You got to cut everyone off because of me.
Not-
innit?
not
Because
everyone.
if, for example, now we break up.
What
You're
girls
back to square one in terms of your friends. Like you might
No,
have friends
your
that you've
friends
known
will
for 5 years.
understand that the priority at that time was the person you were trying to create a future
But you don't need
with.
to cut them off for that.
And, yeah, but you can still be civil and check in every now and then, but you don't need to meet up one-on-one. And
Oh, I'm not talking about it every day. Like, I can't see you now because I'm gonna go see X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna go see Tyrone. No, it's not that. It's a case of you guys are friends.
Not Tyrone, your girlfriend. Your friend who's a girl.
Oh, you're talking
Not-
about from
not
my
your guy friends.
perspective.
I'm not talking about guy friends.
No, I'm talking about from a perspective of a woman.
Oh, he's
innit?
bare lenient. He's talking about all his
I'm
girlfriends.
talking about from a perspective of a woman. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
So it adds to the
Yeah.
tally.
like
Do you not think like if you value your relationship, and you have that mutual trust between you and your partner, even if you are going to meet a friend that's existed for years before you even got together, like you have that respect for your partner that you know that nothing would happen anyway.
yeah,
And
exactly.
your
It's about
partner
trust.
trusts you
There we go.
to pick correct friends that are not gonna,
It's
have,
not,
Yeah,
have
exactly.
it's
ulterior
not about
motives.
trust, because if he's going to do it, he's going to do regardless. It's just a respect thing for me. So it's like certain things you need to change to show me that your priorities have changed.
But you can still prioritize a relationship. You don't.
No.
We're social creatures. We thrive with community and.
Tell him,
But why
Visa.
does he crave those conversations with a woman when he's got his guy
But it's
friends
not
or his
craving,
cousins or
it's
his
like-
sisters or other females?
I don't think it's craving. I'm talking about it from my perspective. So I've been in relationships where I've had guy friends that I've known for a long time. Obviously, during the relationships, maybe my contact with them will become a bit more limited or a bit more distanced. But catching up over a coffee, that's never been a problem.
I feel like with my guy friends that I've known, especially the guys from school, as soon as I get into a relationship or they get into a relationship, we just go separate ways. If one of us breaks up, then we just kind of merge again and we just resume from where we left off.
Do you know about some guy called Adam.29?
No.
Okay, basically he's a podcaster.
Oh yeah.
And he got married to a porn star. But when they got married, she never did any more scenes. Yeah. And then after like 7 years, he permitted her to go back to work because he was secure. And then she got pressed out. And then now he feels a type of way about it.
He actually said my stomach is doing all this. How long?
Because he was being secure and not controlling all that. Bro, there's
It's
not...
giving Will
It's
Smith,
insecure.
Yeah,
So
entanglement.
for me, it's I'm more secure knowing that I'm controlling than feeling that I'm
You're in
insecure
control.
because I'm scared to upset her feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
no,
you know what it is?
I mean-
your boundaries need to be there as well. That for me is one of my boundaries. If you're not okay with it, date somebody who hasn't got a problem with it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
personally, that's my boundary. I don't want you to have friends with girls.
Lighter, quicker one, I presume. Being on a reality TV show, green flag or red flag?
When she was on one.
Well, yeah, it's your partner. Unless you're gay.
Okay, we're talking about from okay.
Yeah, so if your girl had been in a, even if it might be like top of the pops or whatever it may be, is that a red flag or a green flag?
Top of the pop.
Love Island, whatever, yes or no?
Love Island, hell no.
Hell no. Cool. But you're lenient to certain.
Like if she was on
The Chase.
What's
Chase.
the one Steve Harvey thing?
Steve Harvey.
The
Oh,
Family
Fine
Feud.
Fortune.
Yeah, love that.
That shows that she's
Yeah, that's
family
wholesome.
oriented.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
love
I like that.
What about you?
It's tough, innit? It's tough, innit?
Sex
If she was on Love Island,
Sex on the beach, all of that, bro.
if she's
thick, it's calm.
that's it. That's it. No, I don't know. It's tough. I'm gonna say red flag. Because I'm getting peer pressure. Yeah, fuck it. No, it's not cool. It's not cool.
If it's a dating show, red flag. If it's not, then it's okay.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't want to see him dating other women, and our kids have to see that as well.
Yeah, you make good
Also, it
points.
just screams desperate.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
if you
and that
can't
as
get
well.
somebody in real life? Like,
Yeah.
I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cool, love that. A rich man or a successful woman who lives with their parents, is that a red flag or a green flag? At adult age.
Well, go on. Sorry, you guys go.
I want to say it's a red flag. Yeah.
Okay. That was going to link into your conversation, but yeah, go on.
Red flag.
Red flag.
100%. You need some independence.
A successful, yeah. So a
Like
successful
Donnie's
woman.
got.
He's what from? Am I talking from my perspective?
He's got a couple properties. He's got a lit car.
It doesn't matter. Wait, in that situation, it's not the money aspect of it. It's the fact that he has no freedom. His mum still probably does his washing and cleaning and cooking. He has no independence. He's got the financial aspect of it, but he hasn't got any real independence.
Yeah.
So am I saying from a woman?
So from a woman.
From a woman,
It's a massive green flag.
yeah, as a group, yeah. You got
not
money
leave
and
the
you don't
house
go
and
out
get
house.
married.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah, that's a green flag for me.
Of course, green flag. From a boy's point of view, I see actually independence. If he's living at home and he's actually now like the man of the house and he's responsible for what's going on in his family, I think that shows super independence.
People don't
But you can
understand
still
that. They
do
don't
that
see
and
that.
not live at home with your mum.
Yeah.
You can still do that.
What
You can still
living-
financially provide for your parents and not live at home.
The way I see it is, if you're living in a house with your parent or without your parent, the whole, I get you're saying the washing up, looking
Life
after yourself and
skills,
stuff like
domestic
that,
skills.
that can be a bit too much. But if he's balanced that, what's wrong with him living and staying close to the woman that he loves, bro?
No one's saying he's not allowed to see her. Just live in separate houses. Go see her every day if you
Hold on,
must.
let's
Just have your own independent space.
But fair enough. But then surely, don't you ever look at the other side? Surely this Donnie's living by himself and he's successful, therefore rich, therefore more reluctant to girls to be liking him. They're not going to make him more of a fuckboy if he's stepping away from his family.
Doesn't mean he's not there for his family. He just doesn't live with them.
I'm not saying he's not there. I'm
Yeah.
saying, would that not say more about his character away from that?
No. It
But
shows that he
that's
wants
assuming
independence.
that like he's being a fuckboy. You can. I feel like
I'm
you
not saying
can
just
still
fuckboy in
have,
general.
You can still have your own independence in your own house and still be very family oriented, going to all the family functions, being around without. Because then it makes you think, okay, if he's living with his parents, successful, great, whatever, but still living with parents, what does that mean if we get into a relationship? Will I have to move in with him and his parents? And
That's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
No,
It
because
is.
then you're going to be the bitch
dynamics
who
change.
broke him up
Took
from his
away,
family,
yeah.
who took
No,
away
no,
the
no,
son
no.
from the family. You are going to be that person that the family blame.
Look,
But okay, but if he was, say for example, if he was 23, 24 and you guys were ready
Oh,
to
that's different. That's
That's
like a
young.
different
Okay.
stage of life. He's still figuring his stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the men that we date now,
Okay,
30
yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
You should
Okay.
have figured your stuff out by now.
Okay, I hear that.
the way I see it is, especially for young guys to save money and
Yeah.
whatnot, the best thing is for them to stay at home. Until then, they're ready. If they want to get married, then they can go. I presume they're man enough to them to know how to. This the whole changing life thing. Priorities change, and you know that's it. Like you've got someone now you need to take care of. That it's not you that's going to get taken care of.
Yeah.
And then one other last funny one: if the person does not shower every day, is that a red flag?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's not a red flag.
That is a red flag.
You're leaking.
No, I'm being real. Like that's not a red flag, bro. If I'm at my house and have no reason to leave it, and I'm having a chilled one, I don't need to be showering that specific day. I think. It's
But
not
how consistent are you in your house and you're not out of your house though? That's a
I
difference.
mean, I work
That's
from home, so.
Oh shit! Well,
Nah, I'm just joking. But no, that was just a bit of a bad.
No, go on. Showering thing. No, for a girl, that's.
no, if a girl, yeah, shower every day, man.
Why is it just for a girl?
But can
No,
I
I'm just
say,
saying. No, I'm
Hygiene is
talking.
universal.
No,
Hygiene is
I wasn't. No, don't.
Bro, we're really gonna debate everything. I
Let
love
me
this.
just say, girls sweat less than men. Girls, when they do sweat, they don't stink.
I wasn't saying.
So,
I wasn't
Girls
saying.
don't fart, girls don't do all that.
Yeah.
I think it's just more
Yeah,
of like
no,
a
no.
roughy, manly thing that he's got a bit of like
A little stench.
a little BO to him.
He's been working hard.
Yeah, it shows hard work, dedication.
He's been working hard.
All
He's
the
working
good
hard.
traits.
I was going to say something wild, but probably not. Good
Sorry?
idea to say on here. I was going to say something wild, but
Go on.
probably not.
No, do it.
No,
Do
do it.
it.
I was
This
going to
is-
say, I like the smell of my partner's BO.
Yeah, nothing wrong
But
with
There we
only
go.
his. Only his. No one else's.
that. I'd like to imagine.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of You can smell exactly the
When
same
you're,
as my
when
partner.
you're talking
I would like
about,
it on my partner.
wait,
not on...
are you talking about like they're just like their regular?
No, she's
or
talking
pass
BO,
smell?
bro.
You're talking about
The
actual,
musk.
It's
like
like
once you
pheromones,
come from the
that
gym.
sort of stuff,
yeah, it's a natural mask. It's not like if he reeks of like.
Okay,
It's
right,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Bro,
like
there's never been a time where I've showered I just said I showered today, which I did for the record.
Yeah, just make that clear.
There's no hell in
you.
chance I'm going to smell in 24 hours. No hell in chance. If I sprayed myself, Dove deodorant, by the way, if you want to sponsor us, let's go. There's no hell. So that means he hasn't showered every day.
No, it doesn't mean that. Some
What you're
people
saying,
have
if you
different
shower in
body
the
types.
morning
Some
Yeah.
people
and
have
it's a hot day, you're not gonna smell.
No chance.
Nah, man.
I swear on my life.
You can't
Wait,
smell
so if you go
yourself.
gym,
You make.
Do I look like I go gym?
if you went to the gym, you're telling me you're not going to smell after working out for 2 hours.
But then surely you shower.
I think it depends from person
Yeah,
to
but you're
person.
saying
like,
if you showered today and then you went to the gym tonight, you're not going to
With
shower.
any
You're not going to smell
extra,
until tomorrow.
without doing any extra curriculum activities, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's extenuating
But
circumstances.
I think anyway,
Which
in
side are you
general,
on?
in general, you can't smell your own odor as a guy.
You definitely can.
Sometimes,
Trust
but
me,
like there's-
I've smelled my BO, bro. It's lovely.
Yeah, well, that's when it reeks though. I'm talking about your general day to day. You're just like you're
musk.
passing.
Your
Yeah,
oud.
your musk. Your oud. Your oud.
Dude,
He doesn't know his body count because it's high. Like if you can't pinpoint
Yeah,
count
that's
the
dead.
girls he's
Why
been
would
with,
you? Why would you want to count that though?
I would want to know every single girl
Yeah,
he's
for
been
real.
Serious?
with. 100%.
Why?
I'm not. No, I can't.
Okay,
I need
can
to
I-
know every single.
What if it's like a 1 minute thing?
It doesn't matter. It can be a 5-second thing. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Why though?
Every-
Like,
'Cause
why do you? So if it,
I don't even count if it's a
okay,
5
so
second
can I ask you a question? So if he knew that he had sex with, I don't know, let's just say 100 girls,
Red flag.
but if
What's
he knew
the
it,
limit?
so what's the problem? He knows.
As in, like most men don't know because they've stopped counting after a certain high point. For me, it's a red
Yeah.
flag.
So
I can't
okay,
lie.
what's a
If you
okay?
can't count
So
them
what's
in
a
2 hands,
what's a good
it's too
what's a
much.
good number for a guy for you then?
More than 2 hands is too much.
More than 2 hands is too much.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Aye, that guy's on his
Yeah.
beam, bro.
That's crazy. Nah, fuck that.
But yeah, age has to be in consideration as well.
No, I
Like
don't
a
know.
20-year-old compared to a 30-year-old,
No,
you can't.
I just like disciplined men who aren't for everybody.
But how does that relate to
But
discipline? though?
the person who you are today, right, is a result of all the decisions you've made in your past life. So I want to know what you like, why they ended, who they were with, what type of women you dated. I just want to know your thought process.
Some of them are short conversations.
listen,
It was a
but
one night stand.
you-
It started because it was a one night stand. It finished
That's
because
a
it was a
red
one night
flag.
stand.
It means you're undisciplined.
and
So
what
do
if
you want to
they've
be
done
judged
the
for your
work?
past as well? Go on, you
And I
go.
was saying, what if they've done the work since
That's
then
fine.
to improve
Somebody
themselves?
else might accept you. I can't.
Okay, it's a
So okay,
preference,
if
right?
I'm like me now,
Yeah.
I was going to the gym, then I got fat. Now I'm back in the gym. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you meet me and you tell me, oh, I like disciplined guys. Well, 3 years ago I was fat. Now I'm in good shape. But 3 years ago you got fat. So
Okay, I see you guys.
Yeah.
you're not,
No, it's
like,
just the same.
Discipline is-
how?
It's not.
It's
the same.
discipline.
I
Is that not
smoked
the point?
weed when I was 20. Now I don't smoke
Okay.
weed anymore.
Sexual discipline, right? It's a primitive desire, right? So someone who's in control of their sexual urges is a powerful man. A man who's not in control of his sexual urges is weak. So I like men who are strong and powerful. And men who are strong and powerful, for me, have discipline.
Can I ask you a question? Have you met any men?
Yes.
You have
Yes.
that have slept with
I mean, it's an easy answer. How many guys you slept with? You like discipline?
Not really. You could have been in a relationship for like 9 years.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
I date guys who have been in long-term relationships.
I think that's worse.
I think that's a bit
That's
more of
so
an easier.
dead.
I think that's a
No,
bit
no,
more of an
that's-
easier thing to sort of like launch to.
Oh,
someone, I
Michael's
think.
back in this point. You know what's going on?
No,
He's
no,
on
no,
behind
no,
or
no, no.
something.
I think it's easier to launch that, as in,
What?
I prefer men who have been in long-term relationships as opposed to he slept with X amount of people. Because if he has slept with, for example, 11 people instead of under 10, that doesn't necessarily determine he's.
I'm sure she'll be
It does.
quite lenient on
Okay,
that.
no.
It was 11. You say no.
No.
11.
Oh, you say 11?
Yeah, I said 11.
Okay, I might, if he's got extra good qualities, I might see past
So
like
room
the
for
odd.
discretion there.
Yeah, but it's not exactly fixed. It's just
How
You have
soon
to
would
have-
you ask that question? Just out of curiosity.
ASAP.
As in, like, first date, second?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How
I
many
wanna know
people you
everything
slept with?
The fuck are you going to
Would
work
you,
out his
would, you,
quality?
would you allow him to say that? Ask you that same question in the first date?
Yeah,
Okay, what if I just lie? Like, yeah, 3.
but then it's gonna come out eventually, and then it's more
How? How's it
embarrassing.
going to come out?
I'm very
The
what's the
truth
word?
always comes out, mate. A lie always
does.
comes
Girls
out.
lie about their body
Always,
count all the time, though.
No,
Yeah, you have to times it by 3, whatever it
inquisitive.
is.
So I'll ask you loads of questions throughout the relationship. You will eventually slip up.
You do slip up.
Yeah.
You do
There's
slip
no
up.
True
point. There's no
character will
point
shine
lying.
through and-
I like authentic people. What you've done, you own it. We might not end up together, but at least own your shit, so that somebody who will accept you exactly for who you are.
See, I'm different. I like white lies. I like lies that like
Don't break my
not gonna
heart.
harm anyone.
Don't tell me you're a hoe, man.
I
It's
slept with
okay,
3
man.
people. I was gonna slip up and say, yeah, I slept with so and so. It's not gonna work like that. Like
Yeah, that's an interesting like kind of perspective. to see
I
from
actually
women.
like that concept, by the way. I genuinely do like that concept.
But to go back to the thing you were mentioning earlier, dating guys in relationships or not in relationships, I feel like men who have been in long-term relationships have like a skill set to maintain a relationship. Guys who have just gone back to back, girl after girl, just partying, living life and just sleeping with girls. They haven't got the skill set. So I'm gonna suffer now training that guy on how to have a normal relationship.
But if you've had a, if you, but like you said,
I'm the practice dummy, and then I'm gonna give you all the skill set, and then you're gonna go use it on another woman. So I'd rather a man who's done the whole relationship thing, has got the skill set, and now we can settle down and ease into a serious relationship.
I'll speak for myself right here. Yeah, I was in a relationship for like my teenage years for like 4 or 5 years. Then I was single for about 3 or 4 years. Obviously, like you said, talking about primitive urges, I'm like young, 22, 23, whatever. I'm gonna go outside and whatever, enjoy myself. Then I actually went back into a relationship, and I was in that relationship for like 4 or 5 years, and I didn't do anything. Like, what is that? Like, I think you can turn it on and turn it off. If you're single, you don't have no responsibility to anyone. You don't have
It doesn't matter. It's discipline for yourself, for your own body. It's not for the other person. The reason you keep a low body count is not for the other person. It's for yourself. It's because you don't want energies infecting you.
As a girl, yes, but as a man,
as a man, it's not the
both
same.
ways,
It don't
both
work
ways.
the same
No,
for a
it's
man.
both ways. It's disgusting. A man who's been for everybody, and now I'm getting everyone's leftovers. No.
No, do you know what?
I hear it, because I hear it, but I just don't hear it from a
No,
man. I hear it, I just don't hear it from a man.
It's both
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
I think like when you're with your man and you're getting other women giving you the side eye because they've been with him, you feel like the idiot, especially when you find out.
No, that's. I think there should be a
it's not
rule,
something
yeah.
to be proud of.
There should
It's
be
There's
a
got to be a
rule.
cut-off
Oh,
date.
like
Sorry, go on.
no, that's it. Go on.
There should be a rule where your body count in your location of living should be under 10. If it's outside of London, it doesn't matter.
I think a guy,
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
a guy that's,
So you can't get a side eye. Sorry, go on.
I'll say a guy that's popular with the ladies is more attractive to his girl.
You can be popular without sleeping with all of them.
100%.
Okay, let me say the difference between a disciplined man and an incel, right?
Yeah.
Both of them have enough
urges.
options to choose. Yeah, both of them have the options, right? The incel begs women because he can't get it, and any chance he gets to get a girl, he wants to sleep with her. It's like a dog that is eating scraps because he doesn't know when he'll eat again. A disciplined man who eats in fine dining is a lot more selective with where he goes to eat because he knows he's got a plethora of options. Same with women. If you know you've got a plethora of options, you're more selective with who you allow in your proximity.
I think the issue with that, and I don't want to keep going back and forth on it, but the issue with that is just a case of the way men view relationships as opposed to relationship with women as opposed to men. I think men have a type of let's say we've had like a circle. This would be like the circle of the amount of people that they'll be willing to sleep with, and they might be in terms of someone you take serious, like that circle being like a lot smaller, innit? As opposed to a woman. I think a person who they'd be willing to sleep with is definitely someone they would probably consider as a serious candidate.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference.
Ick, yeah, it's linked. So, like, not linked to you, but girls that do makeup on the train.
You got to do something.
I think it's cute.
I know it sounds weird, but that shows the lack of organization in that woman. And I hate a girl that's unorganized. Because that means they haven't given themselves that extra period of time to do their makeup.
Okay.
So therefore, her doing it on the tube, train, that's an ick.
I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot with white girls, they do that shit. So it makes me think, what's your house like? Because they're all like, their hair's messy and all that stuff. And it's like, I see a lot from white girls. No.
I'm gonna sound like one simp, but like I am.
Though I've been doing well so far.
I'm gonna sound like a simp, but like I think, bro, especially before like the pandemic and that, where you had to go into the office every day.
Yeah.
Getting up at 5 in the morning every day to do your makeup for an hour, 2 hours. It's a lot, man.
Swear less.
I hear that. No, I hear that. Yeah, you shouldn't be wearing your outside makeup for
what I'm
your
saying?
regular guys, and I hear that for work.
You trying to impress your
Yeah, who you trying to impress?
Your work husband.
Yeah,
But
No,
also,
fuck
how
with
can
that.
you like see that as an ick or complain about that when you guys don't even need to do that? You guys get up, have a shower.
Have you
get
seen
dressed,
the
done.
shape
It takes
of
me
my
an hour
beard?
to get
Have
ready,
you seen the
by the
shape of my beard?
You don't do it every day though, do you? You don't have to spend money on cosmetics to maintain it every single day.
I do on my hair.
So, okay, well,
I use VO5 if you want to sponsor us.
very good.
What I find kind of icky is when you share each other's like bank details and you transfer money over to each other. I find that icky. I know it's very
Yeah,
weird.
because it should always be the guy paying.
Yeah.
But I feel like it depends on how responsible the other person is with
icky.
money.
Sorry?
Like, it is icky. I get it. But you would do that quite often if you don't trust the other person being good with money. So you would say, can you send me that?
This is an ick of mine, a little bit. I hate,
Depends who she is.
I hate,
already
when
attacked.
women act like the one time when you've helped them, that one time you helped them, you asked them for change for the parking ticket because you ain't got change or something like along them lines.
Straight
and
in the WhatsApp group.
they hold it against you like you haven't paid for all this day, you ain't paid for these hotels, you ain't paid for these dinners, you ain't paid for your nails. You've done all these things, but this is one time where you can't. I need your help. It's like this big thing.
Have you ever paid for a guy? Because it seems like you're just like not once.
Ever?
Really? Why?
Even in a long-term
She ain't
relationship.
paid for water.
Yeah,
a
but
gift?
She ain't paid for no water.
A gift?
No,
A
no.
gift, yeah, like a birthday or whatever.
But like a lunch or a breakfast? Never.
I don't date guys.
No, I'm talking about boyfriend here.
Yeah.
You've never paid for your boy. Like, you know, babe, hold that wallet. I must treat you.
Absolutely not.
You never felt like treating your partner?
I treat
Brother,
him, but not financially.
Sorry, we're not gonna have our own conversation here. But go on, sorry, then.
I forgot what
She
I
said she would never financially treat her partner.
No, I said you can treat him in different ways. Men are the sole financial providers, so I expect the man to do that.
Okay, no, but I'm saying like
Women
you're out and you see a pair of jeans that would look good on your partner. You're not gonna buy them for him.
I'm not sure.
Or you like transfer the money so I can buy some jeans
No,
that I think look good
I
on
would
you.
never ask him to transfer money so I can
But
buy
would
him
you
something.
do
If it's a
that?
present, you do it because you want
Not even a present. He's just your partner. I think this looks nice on him. I'm gonna buy it for him. Would you do that?
Yeah, just out of generosity, just like being nice.
If I see something, yeah.
So you know you haven't.
But I haven't.
Fucking hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit,
you never
That's
like.
mad.
You never. So you're at Nando's. You're just like, oh, I'll pay for it.
Nando's for a date.
Not what you. You've never been to Nando's before.
No, you go to Nando's
we're
with
not
like
talking
friends.
dating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
friends.
just
We're
go
not
out
for a
to,
date.
just gonna go out something to eat. You go out to eat something to eat, and you
Wait,
just-
hold on.
You
What's
never
your
been
long
Nando's?
relationship? If you don't mind saying.
3 years.
In 3 years, you never went to like a local. You didn't go to McDonald's with your 3-year partner.
I've never.
I like the way you're set up, man.
No, I'm
You're
not.
good.
I'm
I
not
like that.
attacking you, but
Brother,
are you
I like that.
appreciating the
I need to
company
take
or you just
tips.
The hustle is the
appreciating what's
hustle.
in
You
his
gotta get how you
what's
get.
in his wallet?
Both.
Have you always had that life though? Is that why?
We're Albanian, right? You guys know
Right,
this very well.
yeah.
Albanian men are very stubborn when it comes to money. It's emasculating to try offer to pay with an Albanian man. If you haven't had a father or brother or whatever who's not been about that, it's just normal for us. It's like my normal way of living. Whereas it confuses me in the Western world when guys want to go 50-50 because I'm like, I'm not used to
50-50
that.
is mad.
I'm not used
No,
to
No,
that.
it's not, that's not. We're not saying that. We're not saying 50-50 because it's not 50-50. If one time you're at, I can't even say Nando's now. What, like Zucchi's or something, like it's a little pizza place, and you're just like, oh, Pizza Express. Oh, I'll pay for it. That's not. It's not 50-50 because there's been hundreds of times where he's taken care of it. It's not.
So hold on, just
It would be
scenario.
The kind of guys that I would date though they would feel emasculated if I tried to pay.
I hear that. I
So
genuinely
I
hear
don't
that.
date guys who would
I genuinely hear that
be
as
okay
well.
with that.
But let's say, for argument's sake, Donnie forgot his wallet and his
Yeah,
phone.
that's fine.
Contactless.
No, and his
Okay.
phone. I said, and his phone.
Get your phone out now.
Are you saying, babe, I'm going to the toilet, you're going to the car to get your wallet?
No, listen, if extenuating circumstances, but it's never happened.
Extenuating circumstances.
But the way Xena, you going on, you look like you want a guy like let's say Andrew Tate, but he's gonna come with his baggage of he's slept with 100 girls.
No.
You know your place. You sit there quietly. He's taking
That's
care of
that's
everything.
another one of my red
But you
flags.
can't. But you can't be
What, Andrew Tate?
demanding
No, Andrew Tate
financial
followers.
this, and then be like, these are my rules, my way. No, if he's the alpha, there's no way he's gonna. No man's gonna settle.
I don't want an alpha. I want a sigma.
I don't know what that is.
Sigma's basically an alpha, but it's just.
He's a bit more lenient.
No, but
The
sorry.
alpha is just like a chatty patty. I want someone
Yeah.
who's like to themselves, doesn't talk too much, isn't telling everyone their business, isn't on social media.
Boasting.
Yeah, he's not talking.
no, but I'm
he's
talking
doing.
about you two's private thing. So, for example, you don't want to go for a little date on a park because you're saying it's not bougie. I'm not going to go there.
It doesn't always have to be bougie. When you're in a relationship, there's certain things that you do. Like,
Nando's.
Not Nando's though.
What's wrong
Right.
with that?
She's
It's
a
just casual
she's a
thing.
vegan.
You're in your
vegan
tracksuit.
as well, fair enough.
anyway.
I'm in my
so-
tracksuit, for example.
Okay, that's my bad.
I don't eat meat anyway, so naturally Nando's is not the place I
Okay,
would
but
go.
I'm saying that if I'm in my casual
Or
wear,
McDonald's.
McDonald's
like
is lit. I don't
quickly,
care
I'm
what
gonna
anyone
come
says.
pick you up. We're gonna get something like at 1 a.m. Like
Going to the cafe.
drive-through. I'm appreciating your company. It's not. I'm not
Yeah.
appreciating the fucking meal. Like it's just that's the moments I'm kind of.
I think there's a window. And by window, I mean like, when you're on a dating process, cool.
Show out.
The man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but start as you mean to go on. Why would
No,
you stop that as soon
which-
as you got the girl?
when I said that earlier, you were saying, no, it's not relevant.
What about dating or friends?
Just carry on dating.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So let's say there's a window, for example. Once you're in a relationship, the way I see it is my money is your money is my money.
She's thinking,
Nah,
that's not
nah.
processing in her
Where's that
head,
got to
you
do with
know.
that?
That's
What do you
confusing
mean?
in her head.
If you're in a relationship,
computing.
you're committed to one another. So, bro, if I'm spending a bag on whatever, just know that if I'm down, you're down because you're my girl.
But what do
Yeah.
men really need?
So don't ever fall down.
Like, what do you really need to spend money on?
I hear it. If that's
But-
your outline from the jump, do
But
it.
it's girls like, I'm not saying you, but
No,
girls
it is
like
girl you.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
So, which
girls
is
like
why
you.
I'll never put myself in a situation where I would ever owe her something. Because
Every
I never
girl-
want her to be say, I made you or I
100%.
did this for you.
100%.
I wouldn't
God
want
forbid
that.
you pay for she pay for your
'Cause-
ring, girl.
Yeah.
You won't hear about it.
I would. But, do you know what I
She'll
mean?
tweet about it.
Do you know what it is?
She'll tweet about
If
it.
you want the respect of a man, if you want to be respected as a man, you need to do the stuff that a man does. Otherwise, she's gonna start treating you like a bitch, and then you're gonna say, "Why'd you treat me like a bitch?" Because you're not doing the things that she expects from you as a man. Same as what you'd expect from her to
Yeah.
have certain qualities in a woman. If she doesn't meet those criteria, eventually you're gonna get sick and tired, and you're gonna leave.
Yeah.
Same with a
Yeah.
man. If you want to be treated like a man, you do the
My
things that a
love.
man is
I
supposed
could
to be
never
doing.
take money off my girl,
It's
ever.
true.
No, hell no.
No, I hear it. I hear that's not.
No, that's
We're
not.
not,
That's
we're
not
not
money.
talking
money,
about that.
bro.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking
I'm not
about
gonna
that.
feel sorry. I'm not gonna feel demasculated because for whatever reason.
Emasculated.
Huh?
Emasculated.
Emasculated. What's that demasculated? Does that count?
No, it don't. It
It's
don't.
not a word.
It don't. You said it.
Cut
wrong.
that
Let
bit
go,
out.
Go on,
let
let go. What you saying?
That's gonna start. That's gonna be the beginning of the show now.
You give me a great idea.
Go on.
So yeah, boom. Like, what was I even saying?
You're
man?
not-
you-
I'm not gonna be emasculated. Make sure you add that part. If my girl, like, if I've been with you 2-3 years, like, I'm up. I got it like that. Like, you think your little £60 for a meal is gonna upset me? No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that wouldn't. That's what I think. That's my thing. I
Like-
think it's like of all these times I've paid for X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna care if once or a few times that you've like gone out. Oh, let me pay for this. Like I'm not. It's just not gonna. Because I know the real. Because we know the real. We know what it is. It's,
You know the ratio.
yeah. Because I know more time than not. I take care
I'm
of most
tenfold in
things.
that.
Yeah.
So-
So it's not like, and it's more of a case of like. Just being generous. It's like being nice, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, be nice to one another.
Courteous.
Yeah,
I get
courteous.
it.
Like,
I get it.
yeah, that's
I
the
get it.
word. Like,
Yeah.
It's not that I'm absolutely against it.
you made it sound like you're
No,
absolutely
no, no,
against
hold
it.
on. I wouldn't do it if in an extenuating circumstance, if the situation happens.
But it don't need
where
to be
he
that.
forgot his wallet.
If you're
I
3
wouldn't
years
just outward
deep,
offer to pay. I would not.
just out of course, if you're out with your kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, hubby, I need you to pay for my kids' meal. Is that that?
No.
He would already have put money in your account.
Yeah.
Tell him.
I
Tell
support
him.
that.
Tell
I
Are
said
you
him.
on that wave as well?
I think there's
Sorry.
room for flexibility, and that's how a relationship works. And that a relationship will be successful if you're flexible. And if you are rigid, I just feel like with anything, not just with money, but with, I don't know, just anything in life, really. If you're rigid, it's not going to work, and you need to have flexibility.
Can I throw one in there? Men that cry in front of their girl.
Nah, that's not a red flag. That's not it.
It's not.
If they're not crying all the time,
If they're crying
it's
all the
the
time,
odd
yeah.
occasion, the very rare occasion, you can accept it. But if someone's crying, even a woman, if she's crying all the time, it's just
Draining.
emotionally and
So
whatever.
draining.
I put it on the same one as paying.
Get the ick for yourself.
Of course. It's never happened, but I don't feel comfortable crying in front of other guys ever. So
Then let's discuss your trauma off
yeah,
this
no,
life.
I'm-
Off this
okay,
life.
okay.
I've never.
Off this life.
It's weird. I've never cried in front of my friends. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever cried in front of my friends. I rarely cry. Like,
That's a good question. When was the last time everybody cried?
Yeah.
That would tell me a lot about you.
okay, prior to last year, I think the last 2 years I cried about 3-4 times. Yeah, but
You know what?
prior to
I was gonna say that, yeah.
last time I cried. So when I was like, prior to that, last time I cried was about, I think 16. Yeah, so prior to the last couple of years, I cried like 2-3 times. But prior to that was like 15, 16. Yeah, but I've no like, I'm nothing to
So 2 years ago, in the
Last 2 years I
said-
cried 3 or 4 times.
But when was the last time?
Prior to that,
No, the last time.
oh, so it would have been this year. So I cried this year. Yeah.
See, this is the
So
problem.
see, I don't
This is
like
the-
that.
you
I
know what
don't
I'm
like
saying?
that.
This
I don't
is
like
the
that. I
problem.
don't like
Why is it
that. I don't like.
R?
Oh, I don't like. Oh.
I'll tell you in a second. When was yours?
Small dick energy.
No, shut up.
She's thinking, I'll be paying for your bills.
Never that. Go on, Mo.
honestly, I can't remember cried in my own company.
Yeah.
That maybe 2017 because it was someone very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was in my own company. But in to someone else. I can't remember.
No, by yourself. Just cried in general.
But yeah, 2017.
Oh, to yourself. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, my nan died 2 years ago, and obviously, yeah, fucking teared up for sure.
Go on. What was you
Me,
gonna?
Yesterday. Get your flow, flow app out. You have to tell me.
So for me, actually,
This is cat,
in the
by the way. I know
last
it's gonna be
week,
cat.
but only because I lost a
In
relative.
the last week.
Because I lost a relative, but prior to that, it was January.
And prior to that was probably on your birthday.
And
Because apparently every girl cries on their birthday.
Before all of that, though, I used to schedule my
Religiously.
cries. I
What?
used to like.
How'd you
I used
get-
to
So
schedule it.
What kind of technique? What?
Like, if I
Sound crazy.
No, like if I had like a
we
hard
should be
week
laughing
or
at
a
this.
hard day, like I don't know, work or just a bit overwhelmed, I would ensure that my routine, in the lead up to going to bed, I would have like a crying period, and not because like it was a scheduled thing. It was like
That's loserish.
no, because I feel like when you cry, actually, you feel like a release.
Keep this part. This is actually really good.
You
There's
feel
that.
released in your like emotions and everything. Yeah.
I get that. I get that. I don't know how you do it, which is amazing.
You can-
But I feel like that is important in life.
You can have a playlist like.
She's serenade. She gets the candles out.
For a girl, maybe okay. For a guy, it's not important to have a scheduled cry.
No. Okay, let's get it back. I don't want to say it's scheduled cry, but I do feel like, as a human being, whether you're a woman, you do need. I don't know if it has to be tears, but yeah.
That's a cry. What do you mean? It doesn't have to be tears. That is
No,
what a cry is.
That's what I
If
thought.
you
no,
cry in
but I
the
mean,
shower, though,
like
you
she
don't
said,
know if this-
releasing stress. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, like a.
It doesn't
sense
have
of
to be
release.
tears. I think tears is got to be pretty deep.
heavy.
Okay, so if you're hitting
Crime's
the
heavy.
punching bag, am I crying by hitting the
No,
punching
exactly.
No,
I wouldn't
no,
have
said
that.
that.
So what does it mean then?
You're talking
Not
about
releasing
stress
tears then?
That's what I just
I
said.
was referring to it as tears. I guess
Yeah.
other people have like going boxing or
Yeah, but I
other
wouldn't call that
forms.
crying.
No one's
Okay,
saying
it's
it's
not crying
crying.
though, but it's
Yeah.
like it's releasing that emotional build up. So instead of like just
Yeah.
keeping it bottled up, you're finding ways to release
I
it.
was your bite-
It's a
Emotional
healthy-
thing is to cry.
This
yeah?
what is
No, I'm just
for
saying.
her.
That's your,
For her.
For
it's
her,
not
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
This is like I'm talking years back when I thought.
What's
that
the
this was a
pettiest
cool
thing that
approach.
you cried to? Like
Me,
what,
the
did I
pettiest
really
thing I
cry
cried
that?
to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
I was on the DLR, and like I was getting back from work. It was like 10 p.m.
And
not
you
10
missed your
a.m.
stop.
No, I was so tired. I'd been working all day. I was so exhausted. And this woman got on, a bit older than me, not super old, but like I don't know, maybe like my mum's age. And I was that tired that in that moment I felt selfish and I didn't get up. But when I got off the train, I actually cried on my way home because I was like, I'm such a shit person. Why didn't I stand up?
You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser.
Like that was like the tipping point for me. That my day had been so stressful that just like that was it.
That was
But what?
cherry on
was
the
the
cake.
That's what I
thing
don't
that-
get. Like women, their tipping points are so like
Weird.
how is that a tipping point? Like I would,
It's called empathy.
What's yours? Pettiest thing you cried?
No. Before, what was the last time you cried?
she ain't cried, man.
No, she
No,
cried.
I do. I
ain't
cry.
cried.
She got her into scheduling her tears.
Go on.
Last time I cried was on my birthday, which was 2 weeks ago.
Was it a good cry?
No,
You didn't like it?
You didn't like your dress, makeup. What was it?
no, it was as soon as it hit 12, it just started crying. I was
But
so-
no, it's so
yeah,
common,
no,
bro. It's
because
common.
they don't growing old and that. Yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
common.
No,
It's
it's not
very
growing
common.
old. It's you start reevaluating your life and you're like, I haven't achieved the things I want to achieve by this age.
Okay, yeah.
I need to like speed up the process.
But isn't that like an everyday thing though?
No,
Don't you think about it
you
every
only
day?
really notice it on your birthday because gradually
Yeah.
throughout the day, like you don't notice it on a day-to-day basis. When you get to your birthday, you think, what have I done this whole year? What have I actually like achieved?
Milestones. Like you're
Milestones.
able to reflect on milestones if you've hit them.
I-
You're more
I'm all
reflective
like,
on your birthday.
You should always measure yourself from this time last year. And that's why I do a lot of Snapchat stories.
Yeah, I like doing that.
And I'm like, shit, man's popping right now.
Yeah.
Or if it's tomorrow, it's like, oh, shit, man, that should be...
Okay, so I don't have a lot of.
Wait, she wants to answer your question first. I probably want the answer.
What was
What's the most pettiest thing you've cried to? You wanted the
It's
answer,
actually
no?
similar to hers, which was before my birthday. I was really sad. I was like just having a really weird day, and I was on the train, and this girl was looking at me, but she was like a little girl, and she's just looking at me. She's like really sad. Like I can see, like she's got the doe eyes. She's looking at me, and like she looked so sad, and I was like, oh my god, have I infected her energy just because I'm down? Now she's looking at me. She was watching me the whole time, and I swear to God, I started crying
I
on the
feel
train.
that though,
I
yeah.
couldn't stop crying.
'Cause
She was
you
there,
infected
and I was like, I've
energy.
infected her
Well, shit,
energy with my
people.
negativity. I've infected her energy.
The fuck, it's not your fault.
No, she was an innocent little girl, and I was just like, she's looking at me, and I can't force myself to smile, so I was just down.
Can I ask you a question? If your man was on the phone to you, said, "Oh, I just had a cry," like, it's because I feel like I infected the man and the little girl's energy. What was your reaction to that? V? Like, what,
Pervert. What do you mean you infected their energy?
what was your reaction to that? Because you said you don't mind like men crying.
Hold on. I feel like I cry unsolicited though. Like I cry over minor stuff.
Fuck.
Whereas I feel like
To be
with
fair,
men,
every girl does though.
yeah, with men, I feel like if they cry with good reason. Like they have to have a valid reason. Whereas if he just cried because I'm having a shit day because my hair's not doing the thing I want it to do, that's just ick.
I cried because my cat got hurt.
Yeah.
I was so sad. Like that was my baby, man.
They died.
No, she just got hurt.
How did they get?
How do you know it was her?
Because there was another cat that came in the garden and she ran up to it. She was still really small at this point, and they got into a bit of a
Yeah.
And then my cat came back in, and by her arm or whatever, she had like you could see a scratch mark. And she didn't like let off that she was in pain, and that upset me because like she was covering up the fact that she is in pain.
Let it out. I'm here for you.
That was just no. I feel really maternal towards my cat. Like I will take a bullet for that cat. I will.
Swear. That's an ick.
You gotta tell your cat to get in the gym, man. Tell her to get back in black, man.
No, she was a baby then. She was actually a kitten.
Okay.
So yeah.
But cats are like treacherous, you know that, yeah? They're not
I
as
know.
well as
I know.
girls.
She's a fucking predator. But
I don't have emotional, like I said, cries.
Oh,
yeah?
sorry.
I think it's very emasculating. But I do, if I like, I've got like list of. I've said this on the pod previously. I've cried to movies in my own space, innit? Yeah?
Jeez
So
Louise.
when I say cry,
worse.
it's not like "Ugh." It's like literally I'm watching this film and I'm feeling a tear go down, and I'm just like,
How?
yeah.
I just
That's
know it's not
worse.
real
nah.
though.
Do you know
but
what?
Yeah,
It's-
that's
relate,
right. When you cry
like-
about real life issues, it's different. to
no, with
crying
real
about
life issues,
hypothetical
I'm just like blank.
That's weird.
I don't know why.
I would think it's the other
but
way around.
movies,
I cry.
Have you
Slut-
not cried to
I
like
cried to
Titanic and
movies.
stuff?
I cried to
Nah,
movies,
Slumdog
but the
Millionaire.
fact that he can't cry
That's a good
is-
one.
Slumdog Millionaire. Do you know Latika? And then they leave that part.
Oh yeah, that's
Have
emotional.
you guys
Yeah.
ever watched The Notebook?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Oh no.
What
Heartless.
do you mean?
What's
you-
not?
I've never watched it.
Nothing actually happens.
They
Braveheart.
both died together.
Braveheart's a good
So?
film. I like shed a tear.
Death is beautiful.
Why the fuck would I cry to a movie?
I cried to a video game, bro.
But it
What?
shows you have empathy, right?
How?
It actually shows that you have empathy.
I haven't said, do you know what? I'm gonna say that. I haven't said this before, right? I think I know why you do that.
Why?
I think where you hide your emotions and feelings in the things that actually matter,
Yeah.
that's a great excuse for you to let it out. I think I've just sussed that.
But I know I hide them. It's not like I don't know. But
No,
I just think
we're
it's
not-
not appropriate to show people. Do you know what I mean? It's
Why?
something I have to deal with myself. yeah?
I'll be real with you, but I've seen all of us in a very, very maybe not
Sticky
tears.
situation.
No, in a
Difficult situations.
yeah, like you might not be tearing, but I know you're tearing. Like a lot of my friends, I've seen. I'm like, yo, like in the past, I'm like, yo, just let it out, bro. It's calm.
Yeah, but it's the whole. I don't want to. If I let it out, it's just gonna.
Yeah.
It's
No,
gonna-
I think letting out. I think especially letting out to your girl. I can definitely understand that. Letting out to your girl because you regret it straight away.
No, I've never cried in front of my girl. Fuck that. That is
It
dead.
It depends on the thing though. Like your
Yeah, it depends.
relationship should be your safe space as well.
Exactly.
Where you can just be your natural self and not need to feel like you need to put.
Do you know what
I've done
learned?
that.
Do you know what
I've
I've
done
learned in life, especially with girls? If you give her an inch, she'll take a mile.
Oh,
100%.
Handle.
So-
Sounds like you've had bad experiences though, right?
No, well, it's real life shit. This is how they work, the way they're built.
Okay.
Maybe you should start dating men.
Wow.
It is 2023. Pride Month just happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my LGBTQ plus.
Relationship dilemmas. I'm going for the easier one first. You've been with a guy, you've been with a girl for 6 months. Fucking not love her, but you really like her. You really like him. You're like, right, it's time to fucking meet my my friends. You go out on a outing together. Your friend, or your friends pull you away and say, look, he's not it. I hate this guy.
The friend said that, yeah.
Obviously, the friend
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that about your
Yeah,
partner.
okay.
Are you taking that into consideration? And if so, how much?
Okay. It depends
Go on,
on the
you go
friends.
first. I feel like we've been out talking you.
Say it was one of you both of you.
Say
Okay.
Xena said to you, this
Doesn't like
guy,
this guy.
bad energy, but you don't know nothing
I
about
affected
him.
his
Yeah.
energy.
Well, I value her opinion. So I think that with her knowing what I'm like as well, she'll be able to judge, is this the right person for me? And sometimes you need an external person's perspective.
Yeah.
So in the past, I've had friends not express how they actually feel. And in the end, they're like, oh, this is what I really thought. So I think being upfront early on, especially before the relationships get deep, is valued. So
But you
yeah,
become a bad friend either way, because if you say something and it works out, you become a hater friend. And if it doesn't work out, then say, oh, I knew
But it
that.
depends. You have to
Yeah,
like evaluate
have to
your
respect
friends as
them.
well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I would take your advice.
Yeah.
But if it's a friend that I've had like weird vibes from or like jealousy or this and that, whose intentions might not be, you know, in my
Pure.
best interest,
Yeah.
then
Would you end the relationship
would I end the relationship with the
with the guy?
boyfriend?
Yeah.
If it's from a friend that I don't really,
Yeah.
that's a tough one. I
a
think I'll
question.
probably bear. I'll
It
bear
depends on how
the-
much you like him.
I'll bear the
You'll
opinion
bear
in
those at the
mind,
back of your
but
mind.
yeah, I'll move forward with caution.
I'm gonna boy, girl. Go, man.
You.
What do you mean me?
We always ask us, bro. You.
That's the whole point.
You. Go on.
Yeah, man. I'm very selective with my friends and family, and if they're really against it, then yeah, I'm dead in it.
Yeah.
So if I'm like to you, yo, bro, I don't like this girl.
Not you, because you just say, I don't know, I never know if you're being serious. But if Malcolm said to me, yo, bro, like, I'm gonna be real with you, bad energy, and gave me valid excuses, and not just because she ain't got a big enough bum or big enough tits, then yeah, cool.
But are you gonna see it out, or you like, right, cool? Just tell me today.
I think what will naturally happen is you start seeing those traits,
signs.
and if you don't, that friend bin it. Girl.
Girl. I think I trust my friends' judgments on what I like. I think they know me well enough to pinpoint maybe stuff that I can't see in that moment. Because sometimes you can get blindsided by the fact that this person maybe gaslit you or love bombed you into a situation where you don't see it clearly. Whereas my friends would be able to see, actually, maybe she's putting herself in a weird situation. So I would take their advice on board, but then I would kind of observe from there. It doesn't mean I'll dead it off straight away. I need to also see it, because they might be wrong. I might be wrong. Like, I just want to give it a bit more time to be able to evaluate whether it has validity or not.
Similar answer to me.
She fit.
No, she's the one.
Do you know what? To be funny enough, I've actually broken up with a girl on B's recommendation. Actually,
See this guy.
I have.
Relationship ender.
I have.
Does that make me a bad friend? No.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So I have,
you
but
have done it, yeah.
and it was way longer than 6 months. And would I do it after 6 months? And it was I'm taking her seriously, right?
Yeah, like you're
You're not messing her about.
Yeah. She's
feel
got less than the body count than 10.
I would have to hear it from more than one person. I don't think I could just take it off
That's interesting.
one person's advice. Because that's just your perception of this person, you know. You might think she's
That's actually a good
scandalous,
answer.
but
Think of that.
you know, it could just be your
Personality
energy
clash or
and
something.
Maybe it's me who's the problem.
yeah. Do
not
you
the
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That could be it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if it's more than one person, then I'll be like, oh, okay. Then
Yeah,
I would.
Does that mean you wouldn't trust your friend's intentions if you had to ask multiple people? Because if he said it to you, is it that you don't trust?
No, but it's not okay. If I don't feel like that and I actually have feelings for this person, then like, obviously I'm not seeing something. But if multiple people say something, say all of you lot said, oh, that girl's no good.
It makes it more valid.
I have to look. Yeah, I have to think. Oh, okay. Like if everyone's seeing it and I'm not seeing it, then I have to draw
Especially
attention
if
to
they're
it.
close to you.
Yeah,
'Cause
especially
they're
if
only gonna look out for you. They're not gonna advise you because they're hating.
Yeah.
So it happened, personal experience, where someone did to me, was with someone, and from the first like moment you meet that person, you get that energy. Whether it's a mother, your brother, whoever, sister, cousin, and people that are very close to you, not just distant
Acquaintances.
people. But yeah, people close to you saying, "No, this person not really getting a good vibe from him," and you say, "Oh, you lot don't know what you're talking about." No, I agree with that, because it's something like that. People that really love you, that want the best for you, know whether this is a good thing for you or not.
So would you tell your friend if someone he's taken seriously or now married and you know something about? Would you tell him, or would you not want to? Ruin
I
the
think
relationship?
if for me, if you wanted my advice, and if I saw certain things, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of out of line," then I'll bring to his attention. I won't say listen to me, but I would like, yo, like.
So if his girl was giving you eyes, and like you got the energy that she wanted something a little
That's
bit
a
more
tough
from you,
one.
That's dip.
how do you
I
approach
wasn't
that
talking about
conversation?
that.
She's
Like-
basically testing the water to see if
it's
how
happened.
do you tell him that, or do you tell him?
I
that?
would tell him, yeah. But if it's
Swear?
happened, yeah.
I don't think you would.
What?
Based on the experience that we've had recently with a certain couple in our life.
Oh my god! Look, I think there's a difference between when you're like.
We're talking hardcore relationship here now.
For example, there was a situation where a close friend of mine. This happened twice as well. A close friend of mine got into a situation with his partner, and his partner knew I'm very close to him, and reached out to me via phone, saying, and
Just pause there. Would you answer that?
I didn't know it was.
Would I pick up the
Oh,
call?
yeah,
You didn't know
Cool.
it
Okay,
was
sorry, go
a
on.
number.
Cool.
Obviously, I would never
Yeah.
have my partner's girls on my phone anyway.
Yeah.
My friend's partners on my phone. Reached out and said, "Yo, I'm so and so. Look, what's going on with Thing? Because I feel like it's getting shaky with us and whatever." And I had to just kind of like explain to look, he's going through a rough patch right now, but this is not him, innit? Like, don't worry. Like, be patient. Like, this is whatever. And then I kept that between me and myself. I never went and told him, yo, she called me, because I didn't think, I wasn't there saying, yo, dead this guy, whatever. I was backing my boy.
Yeah.
But that's something that I don't want to go and tell, because it's just, what benefit is that going to be for me to tell him?
100% agree with that.
Like,
Is it worth
You
it?
don't.
Like,
I 100% agree with him. I'm not like I'm not in the
Bro,
business.
my
of,
girl called
it's
you.
not a chit chat. It's not
Yeah,
like,
I'm
hey,
I hear
it was
you.
just a
I'm
one-time
not
thing.
in the business of
It
like.
never happened again.
But you don't owe loyalty to her. You
Yeah,
owe
but your
loyalty to
loyalty's
my
to your
man.
friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't. Okay, and they've
but he's
been
still
strong
doing that.
ever since.
He's still honouring the
Yeah.
loyalty to his friend because
No,
he's
he's
got his
not.
back.
Yeah,
But that
like
information might be crucial information in our relationship. The fact that information might change the dynamic between them would be helpful to him potentially. I would want to know personally.
But
If my man called her
Yeah.
and said, da-da-da, I would want her to tell me, like, listen,
Yo,
are you guys
Donnie
okay?
called
Because your
me.
man just called me. My loyalty is like with you. I
100%.
gave him
No,
this
no, but
advice.
I knew he was going
but my
through some
loyalties are
stuff.
with you.
I knew he was going through stuff, and as a friend, I knew he was doing some wrong stuff. Yeah.
He would still want to know though.
So
it's
when
outside.
when she called, it was reassurance from her, like, yo, don't leave my man. Like, he's like, pull
You said
through
the
with
right
him.
thing. You said the right thing, but
Yeah.
you also should have told him.
Nah, man.
No,
I'm
I
not. Listen,
don't.
man. We're grown now. Like
But
we're not
also,
in the
I feel
business.
like-
For the
Like,
record, boys,
like I said,
for the record, if my girl calls you lot for argument's sake, right? If you man don't call me, we got problems.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I
so.
think then you don't know your loyalty with your you don't trust your own boy. Like,
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna be 100% real. Like I'm not in the business of being like, oh, he said, she said
Yeah.
this, blah blah, and I'm in the middle
Some
of everyone's.
gossipy
I'm not
shit.
on
This
that.
is what I'm
That's-
saying.
Yeah,
that's-
but
that
tell him
shit's-
and then step out. Just
The
be like, bro,
conversation-
You tell him to
No,
step
I
out.
don't
Like,
listen.
that's
I think
cool.
I'm
That's fine.
listening.
Listen,
No,
what-
that's a
yeah.
good point.
My,
Like, I
my
don't.
job,
No,
my
no.
job is to be your eyes and ears. As your friend,
That's
I'm
a
your
good
eyes
point,
and
sorry.
ears when you can't
Right.
see. When you
But
can't
that's
see, I'm your
not
eyes
my-
and ears.
I'm just
Now, I've
used to
told you the
your hand.
information. You guys do whatever you want with that information now. I've told
There
you
you
what I
go.
need to do as your friend.
And if she says, or if he says, what did you, bro? I'm telling you, she contacted me. Please talk to your wife about
Yeah.
da 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 da.
And tell her not
And
to
if
call
you
me
have
again.
any concerns, come back to me.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
No, man. I think that's
Just
some
like
gossipy
keep,
shit.
yeah, just
That's like, look,
keep all that
What
shit
business
to
she has to talk to my
yourself.
woman?
Yeah.
But
She
it's
called
not
me.
Man,
every
she called
day
me,
you
bro. I
do
didn't
it.
go out.
So
Shut it down,
Look,
shut it
man.
down,
Look,
shut
this
it down.
comes
Shut it
from.
down. Yeah, I said that to
This
you as
comes.
well.
No. Look, this
Yeah,
comes
I
from.
mean that was
Why
the
the
conversation?
conversation? The way how I
Yeah,
see it. The way how I see it. I
That would
see
work.
Because
my
you're being
boys.
a
I
chatty
see
though.
my boys girl as my sister. How about that? I'm gonna have respect for her as a sister now
That's fine.
because she's partners with my boy. I'm not gonna see her as some any girl or whatever.
Yeah.
She's my sister.
Respect.
So I'm gonna
That's
have
fine.
respect for her. So if she that time when they're going through hardship wants to call and like ask me about her husband and like whatever, and as my sister, I'm gonna help her as well. Like I'm
Ando.
not
one's saying that.
but it's not a thing where if I
Ando.
see her cheating, I'm gonna not cause an
No one's saying
argument.
that,
That's
though.
different. But if she's called me, yeah, just to get reassurance from the people close to him that like
Yeah.
everything's. I'm not gonna go there and start talking
Yeah, but
rubbish about him.
she's included you in the gossip by including you into their relationship
Exactly.
dynamic. So
But
now
we-
you're part of the
So you're
equation.
being that gossipy that you said you're not.
No,
But you're
it's
doing
not.
it one-sided now.
No, it's
because
not one-sided, 'cause
now
I'm-
you know
look,
information that's crucial to the man.
There was
but you're
not
holding it
a
back on
point
your
where I
boys.
relayed information over. Yeah,
I know.
it was just more of like, yo.
It's not
like,
that you pass his
yeah.
information on to her, but it's the fact that she's given you something. He potentially needs to know why she's contacting all my friends. That's me, snaky. If my man starts contacting my friends, I need to know.
Listen,
Why are you
I
contacting
agree.
my
if you
friends?
wanna
discuss
get it,
discuss that with me. You don't need to discuss with my
100.
friends, family, mom, sister, brother.
Then
dad,
for me,
whoever.
that's a you man's problem.
Exactly.
But you
That's
made
not
it.
my
But you
problem.
made it a
If-
problem of yours.
I didn't go and call her, bro. She called me. She made that
You
decision.
enabled
yeah?
it. You enabled it by allowing
you
the
clearly
conversation.
have a
This is why I'm
problem
on
that
this
you
side.
can't
I just feel
communicate
like-
with your partner that she feels she has to call your best friend.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you're saying it's problematic.
But look,
I'm saying you're the problem, if
Also,
anything, not your
you
girl.
said-
You're
you
the problem.
You said she's like your sister, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But she's only your sister because you're the mutual person in between.
Because
you.
if they
It's
did it,
linked
you're
you.
gonna pick up the phone
So your
after.
priority is the middle person. That's who mutually links you both.
Yeah.
You man like drama, man. Don't get
I
me
feel
wrong.
like there's no right or wrong here. You judge the situation based on what it is.
Nah, yeah.
Listen,
Everyone needs to be
And I
known.
feel like
listen,
being
at
a
my
helpful
age-
friend, there's nothing wrong with that. And if it's just nipped in the bud and there isn't back and forth,
Yeah.
you know, involving you in the ongoing disagreements that they have, then that's a problem. But nipped in the bud, one time thing.
And from
There you go.
experience, it's worked. It's not
Yeah.
like it came back to haunt me. It worked,
It doesn't
and
matter.
and that's it. Life moved on. Like
Okay, from now on though, because you've allowed her to confide in you, in the next time she has a same relationship dynamic, she might call you again. It's gonna be might be a reoccurring
that's
thing.
okay. So that's
If you shut it down from the first time, that would not happen again.
hate
It
shutting
could
it down.
potentially happen again now.
I hate
it's
shutting
like,
it
it's like the whole flirty eyes and stuff. It happens once.
Wait, is this the same woman?
No, I'm just.
Yo,
No, it's that whole situation.
Oh,
It happened once.
Come round, let's talk about it.
Like,
Let's talk about
As
her.
well, I'm not an idiot. Reading the energy, I knew it was like it's a one-time occurrence thing. It wasn't like because it was like I knew prior to that they were having a lot of bus ups, and this was like the pinnacle. Do you know what I mean? So it was either hit or miss. Like this is the breaking point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So whatever.
Listen, man,
But
don't
as your
get me
boy,
wrong.
if you think I have bad intentions or
No,
whatever,
no, not bad
that's
intention. But I do want to say, like I said, I'm going to cut this off now. But like I said, if it ever happens to you lot, you call me, let me know.
Yeah.
This one I just found fucking weird. It's true, so I'm not going to ruin it. But 29% of people who are single find other partners more attractive that have an iPhone.
Yeah, massively, yeah. I
What?
get so
I don't understand
turned
that.
off by Androids.
Say that
There
again.
we
Serious?
go. She understood
Yeah,
it. She understood
like
it.
Androids, fuck that. Like,
It's a red flag.
personally-
Wait, single people get turned off by men with Android.
Turn on more if you've got an iPhone as opposed to an Android.
What if he's got a Nokia trap phone?
That's a big turn off.
Serious?
Yeah.
Woman.
Ugh. I would not even go
Nah,
for men
man.
like that
Get
personally.
to
but-
it, baby. Come on. Let's get to the crime, baby.
Go bust that shot for me.
No, that's it's a bit of a weird one. Is that
Well, that means
women,
when I message
women get
you,
is
when
that
I message you, it's gonna come up green. That's dead.
is that
And I feel like, yeah.
is that
boogie.
is that women that get attracted by
Just singles.
oh just singles?
Single, yeah. This is a couple.
Like lagging videos on that. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
that
the
Snapchat
pixelated-
filter, you're like, what the
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
is going on
yeah,
at CCTV? I love it.
I hear
Oh,
it.
who hates this? It's not even an ick, but I hate this shit. Especially people that live in this country that call you on WhatsApp. Does that not piss you off?
I don't know
I
now.
don't
It's
like
like, what kind of
getting-
poverty
you
do you
put
come
your
from?
WhatsApp today.
No, well, that's not true. Because the richer you get, the further in the sticks you live, the less coverage there is.
Nah, man. When
You know
people
what?
call me on
If
WhatsApp, I'm gonna
if
throw
I'm
up.
already on the chat, if I'm like, already texting you and it's convenient, like I did today, I'll do that. But I just
It's like I want to call you later tonight. Like
It's
the first time
super
I'm gonna speak
lazy.
on the phone and he calls you off WhatsApp, you're not picking up.
I don't. Yeah, if it's like that, then I'll still pick up. But like,
What are you doing? Like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
but
Like,
yeah, but I have to.
Have you
I
not
feel
got
like
credit?
I need to be told that I'm going to get a phone call as well. I hate getting phone calls without having. It
I thought
planned.
girls like that.
Serious?
No, fuck
No,
that.
no.
My time is valuable. Like, don't. Just
I'll call you
spring
on a
stuff up on me.
random one.
Yeah, you need to know.
I want to know what you're about. I want to call you on a random.
Hey, where
see
are
what
you?
you're about.
Like-
yeah, where are you at?
I don't like
Like,
that.
I want to have a vibe with
What do
you
you
on
mean, where am I?
spontaneous.
I'm not a
I like
texter.
that.
I like to call.
Yeah, this
I
guy
prefer
loves to ring.
texting.
I can't do that.
Right, this one I'm going to ask you quickly. What percentage of marriages at the age of 18 end up in divorce? And what percentage of marriages above 23 fail?
Hold on. What's the demographic for this? Because Western versus Eastern will be
Western,
different
Western.
statistics.
This is
It's
UK.
failed society. I'm gonna say it's
18 probably like what percentage?
Yeah.
End up divorcing.
This is leading us to our main
I
convo,
would
by the way.
say from ages of 18, 80%.
80%.
people-
What about you?
71.
18.
18.
You got married at 18. What percentage do you reckon it will last? What's the chance it will last?
I think it's.
Like,
No, sorry, what's the chance it wouldn't last? Sorry.
It won't last.
Yeah, it'll end up in a divorce.
I think it's 40%.
Like you?
I think it's lower than the other one.
Yeah, I think it's lower than
I think it's lower than the
You-
other one.
If you get married at 18,
Yeah.
you think you got more chance of lasting than if you get married at 23.
If we're talking about the Western world,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
Interesting.
And what percentage do you think if you get married above 23
above 23.
that
or
fail?
30?
Yeah.
Was it 23 or 30?
23 and 18.
Okay.
it's not a big difference though.
It's not.
But
that's like a few years.
it makes sense because
I wanna
18.
say-
Sorry, if 18 to 23. I've always said this. Once you graduate uni, you're 21 in theory, and then you got 2 years of kind of finding your career. Once you're 23, to me, you're a big boy. You know, that's my
I
thing.
know.
But sorry, you're saying?
Okay, I would say chances of divorce at 23 are 50.
Okay.
Or 40, yeah, 50.
75.
Fucking hell, you really have no hope in relationships.
I'm gonna say 30%.
Go.
Like 60%.
Cool. So 60% of marriages at the age of 18 end up in divorce.
Yeah, 60.
Only 30% of marriages above the age of 23 fail.
Where's this conducted? This research?
I'll send you over because obviously I just screenshot that, I suppose, but I'll send you the
Census
I
test.
feel like it makes sense though.
This brings us to our main topic. Do you want to tell us the scenario and then we can talk about it?
Okay.
Unless you want to say something beforehand.
No.
Cool. Go on.
Okay. Good friend of mine, of my brother, he's just got married. Yeah. He's 18.
Oh.
He's just gonna go into uni, but he decided this is the best time to get married to his wife. Which I thought was very young. But then now looking at it, was like the whole situation. Would you rather be 18 and married, or 30 plus and not married and not have kids at this age?
Would I rather be 18 and married? I'm scared because Xena's right here. So 18 and married sounds long. Like, I won't even lie to you. That sounds like the worst thing on planet Earth. So I'm going to say I would rather be 30 plus and no kids than be 18 and married. 18, because you got to think about it. All the life you've got to live, all your 20s, you're going to be married. Bro, nah, man. You need to get out of that, man. Yeah, you need to get out of that. Definitely. Go on, what was your ladies' thoughts?
I think it's self-explanatory. I think you don't even know who you are at 18 to be making such a life-changing decision when you haven't even figured out who you are yet. You've been coerced into a situation without real consent. Your brain doesn't fully cognitive. Your prefrontal cortex hasn't developed until you're at least 25.
Chill, bro. Chill. It's not Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like, chill.
It's the part of your brain that's in control of your thinking and like logic and reasoning or whatever. That hasn't developed yet. So for you to be making such a life-changing decision, I don't know. It's just mad to me that people force their kids to.
No, they weren't forced into it.
I know, but this one was a choice. But I'm saying in most cases, most people marry young, and I see the life they're living now, and it's not happy, fulfilling lives.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here on what you're saying. Do you mind people knowing how old you are or not?
Again?
Do you mind people knowing how old you are?
No.
All right, cool. So the age you are, we're around that age, right, for argument's sake. Are you like fulfilled that you're not married? And if you are, is there an age you're like, shit, maybe I need to be married by? Do you feel that kind of society pressure?
There's no age.
So if you just turned 40 for argument's sake, you'll still be as calm and collective as you are right now.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
100%.
Don't lie.
I disagree.
I disagree with that.
You disagree
I feel like
because
men think this about women a lot, but it's like
You would, no, but isn't there literally like a biological thing behind that? Isn't there like the less chance I don't know, obviously you that's personal ambitions and goals and that, but for the most part, I like to. We're put on this earth to reproduce, right? Mm-hmm. And if you have a certain period of time in which you need to reproduce, once it hits that, it goes past that, are you not worried about not having kids? Like, that would be natural to not have kids, no?
I don't mind adopting or getting a surrogate if need be.
Oh, serious?
I have no issue adopting, no.
No, adopting's fine.
It doesn't need to be my.
But surely everyone, that would usually adoption has if you're extremely wealthy, or if you obviously, unfortunately, not able to have kids.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be your first option, right?
Your
preferred option would be your natural self having your own baby.
If I find the right person, if not, I'm okay not having kids at all.
Good.
I'm happy to even become a single parent myself through like going to like a sperm bank or whatever. Eventually, in my life, if I reach a point where I'm secure,
okay, so what is that point for you?
What age-wise?
Yeah, like where is it like you want your own kids, right?
I would say like 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be.
You want to have kids at 40?
No, I'm saying if I reach that point where I've
latest.
not yet found somebody that I want to have a family with or the right person, I will do it myself because I will be capable of doing it. I'll be secure financially. I'll have my shit together. Well, I can give a child the best life. And it's not that they won't have male role models. They will. I'll have my brothers, my family, whatever. They'll have that male presence. But if I still want a child, also I do think like having children is very overmarketed. Like it's not as rewarding as everyone makes it out to be.
It's not. I 100% agree with it, but I think but it's beyond that though. It's like having a child. Everyone always says when you have a child, it's a love that you will never experience until you have a child.
Yeah,
and that's the rewarding thing. And like I said, we can all agree we're here to reproduce. We're not here to just like because if none of us reproduce ever again, we would
everything
stops, and that's not. No one wants that. No one wants that. Everyone
that
wants
wouldn't be the worst thing for planet Earth. Humans are
Yeah.
great creatures.
The adopting thing I can understand. The sperm bank thing,
That's
is
crazy.
wild to me.
That's
because it's
random.
like-
To me, it sounds random.
Because it's like, first of all, it's like an Asdod. You want to see.
I'm-
you would
do you know
do
what?
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
add bodies
research.
into your thing as
No,
well.
I'm not gonna lie, I've not really looked into it in depth, but I imagine
You've
that-
actually looked into it.
I've
No,
not,
no,
I've
she
not.
hasn't.
Oh,
But I-
but she said in depth. That
I've
means
not
that she
looked
might
at
have
it in
come across
depth,
it a little bit.
But I imagine that there's a process where you're able to. It's not just any random.
No, they
person
probably
that
have
is
the
donating.
sperm.
It's
The
good
guy
to
going
choose.
like
I'm
that.
sure you'll get a kind of.
Like,
You got a poster, yeah.
You pre-approve
I'm
it.
sure you do get like a profile of what this kind of not their names, not anything to identify them, but a profile of who this person is. What is their
Eye colour.
You want to know their like their health. Do they have any health conditions? All of these things. I'm sure that's included.
Yeah,
It would make sense for it to be included. So,
But-
is it the worst thing?
So
Like,
you'd prefer 18 or
But
13?
as
Can you imagine if you lied
no,
with your
but your
application?
child,
Sorry.
your child now, he's created and he's born and he's like 14, 13. Like, Mom, how did you have me? Did you adopt me? No. Well,
I
I
would
just,
have
I
that
just
honest
picked you out
discuss-
from the little.
I
You know
didn't-
you're
I
getting
didn't-
at
I didn't-
every
I didn't
single
pick
trans
you
person
out,
out
though.
there.
Like, I didn't just pick you out like I went shopping and just decided to put you in my
pretty
You
much
did. You pretty much did.
Okay, I get it, but I would be like really. You don't need to make it sound so crude.
No, but that's how it is.
It's
like,
not though. Like,
No.
it's not. I would just.
It's
I know,
only
I'd be
crude when
very
you've got
honest.
a choice.
I'd be honest.
He's like
I'd
some
explain
NBA
the
player's
situation.
sperm.
I'd be on that though. I'd be on that. I'd be on the NBA player. Yeah.
Would you not rather that though than like finding out that your mum had a one night stand and you were?
But why does it have to be that extreme? Why can't it
Okay,
just
that
be,
is very extreme,
yeah.
and even that is fine.
So is the sperm bank. That's extreme as well. What are you talking about? They're both as extreme as one another.
I'm trying to be like cordial with it. Like,
Right, fair
the
enough.
sperm bank thing.
I've never heard that, which is brilliant. That was actually interesting.
But I know you don't mean that because the sperm bank.
Ideally, I'd like to find the person who
Yeah.
aligns with my life, and we can do that together. But if not, look, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But I feel like, look, don't mind if I say this, but for me, girls usually that get to a certain age, they use it as a defense mechanism. Where just like,
No,
no, I don't want kids from the get go.
But Mo, the thing
Yeah.
is, if we wanted to get married and have kids now, it's not hard to find a guy to just settle down and have kids with.
I know,
The
yeah,
purpose
yeah.
is the quality of the man. Do
Yeah,
I want
of
this man
course.
to father my
Yeah.
children?
Yeah.
Is he a good example of what I want my kids to see as a role model? So if he's not, then it's better to just adopt or
What qualities are you
wait.
looking for, though?
a lot. It's a whole list. But the point is, it's not worth starting a family with somebody that's going to be a bum and you're going to have an unhappy,
Yeah.
unfulfilling relationship.
But is it girls that just wanting now
Marriage and
expecting
goals.
too much in guys?
Marriage
Do
and
you-
goals is
do
not the
you-
goal.
My grandma didn't expect much
I
from
get
my
that.
granddad.
But
that's
I feel
not
like
good.
through.
But they were a happy couple. They had a lot of kids. They,
That means they're happy.
no, but like they were
Maybe-
generally a happy couple. Like
maybe he was.
she was grinding hard while he was working hard, and like
Look,
That doesn't
they
mean
had-
like happy life.
they had good, respectable children. Like they
Yeah.
didn't have brats. They for me they had a good family.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Based on
What's-
your understanding of what happy was, her understanding might be very different.
My
Very different,
grandma,
very
my
different.
grandma. Okay, they must have stuff that you guys think she was oppressed with and stuff. But my grandma now, the way she sees these young girls in this generation, there's no way she's thinking, "Oh, they're lucky," and I had a hard time.
Yeah.
My grandma loves the life that she had. She
Okay.
hates what this generation is now. So it's what I'm seeing now, especially for guys. My granddad didn't have to work that hard to get a quality of a woman like my grandma. Whereas now guys my age have to work super mad and super hard to get a girl half as decent as my
What, half as caring or half
whatever,
as...
like nurturing,
Yeah,
a good mom,
nurturing.
whatever. Like this is the problem with the society we're living in now, and if, like this is I'm not again it's not an attack, but this is what I'm seeing. Is this like people need to come to this realization that like society's not getting better, it's getting worse.
I
One thing I've
is
sort of
like
noticed
philosophy.
in like sort of some of the conversations that we're having when we're talking about relationships and long term, why does everything seem? Of course, I think everyone here, all the men here would agree that we would want to protect our women and make sure that they're comfortable and safe and X, Y, and Z. But why does it seems like to you guys, and I could be wrong, that it's a case of a relationship has to be super soft for me and it's super rewarding. There's no issues, there's no problems, and most responsibilities, most of the burdens fall on the man. And I just don't sort of understand it because obviously when he was referring to, okay, then explain to me because when you're speaking about his grandma, it seemed like you're saying, oh, that's not like that doesn't sound like a good relationship. That doesn't sound like a good relationship. But with a lot of relationships, they're never perfect. If you found like he was saying earlier, if you found the perfect man, super rich, could give you everything, he's gonna come with problems anyways. It might be time problems that you may be able to give you. You might so there's
Yeah, you
I
make
don't know.
certain sacrifices. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's just a bit weird.
I think now in today's day and age, women can do every single thing a man's doing. So we're already doing that
Okay,
for
that's fair.
ourselves.
Yeah.
So now it doesn't make sense to have a burden if the man's going to be a nuisance or a liability to add that to your life unless he's going to improve your quality of life. Which is why we say, I'd rather be by myself or I'm going to be with a guy who's this level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just makes more sense to be by yourself and stress-free.
Yeah.
But is it? I don't know what the statistics is, but isn't it a matter of like 9 out of 10 times, I presume, that a man benefiting your life more tends to be financially?
Yeah. And men benefit from women in different ways.
In what way?
But then that
Generally, what way do
Most men's goals-
sorry, go on. So I don't want to cut
But then
you.
what I don't understand, and maybe I'm misunderstanding here, but you're saying that your list is so long of the man that you want to marry and have kids with, but we've just partially agreed that actually the only real benefit that a man brings to your life, not the only, but the biggest one is the financial gain.
That's one of the main ones, yeah.
Do you see the issue there?
Historically, that's been a man's role since the beginning of time, since the caveman
no one's
days.
disputing
Protect the
that.
provider, that's a man's role, right? So why is it changing? Why are men so shocked that women want providers? This has
one's
been the
saying
dynamic
that.
since the
No
beginning
one's
of
ever
time.
No one said that.
But you're seeking
with-
perfection, which I think as well. If whoever wants to be successful at anything, they have to work hard, and they're gonna go through ups and downs to achieve that success. It's not gonna come easy.
Yeah.
But
Failure's
I feel
part.
like you'll want this successful, perfect relationship, and it's like that. It's gonna happen. Like you're gonna
saying
be with
perfect.
someone who's gonna have his flaws,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
and you guys have
Man,
to
just
work
touch
with
on
it. Like
I think
Flaws.
but
Yeah, no one's
But-
perfect. We're not saying we're not willing to compromise on absolutely anything, but there's crucial areas where are non-negotiable, which is the financial stuff that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then there's other areas that you're more flexible
But
on.
that's what you're saying. Historically, the financial thing was enough.
Yeah. No, what for a man to provide?
provide
Just to provide.
financially and
Yeah.
Everything else was like, you can kind of do what he wants as long as
He's
there's
bringing
food on the
food,
huh?
table,
Yeah.
as long as the kids have got something to wear, as long as they've got a roof over their shoulders.
But I feel like
heads.
life expectations have changed now because back then it was survival.
Mm-hmm.
You needed food. You needed to have food on the table for your kids. That was like the
You need
best-
to give us some examples what more you want.
what more we want. I feel like now that we can do everything ourselves,
Mm.
you guys also need to bring it up a bit.
Would you want us to cook for you?
Yeah.
Do you want us to clean for you?
I want a
Do you want
man
me to
who
iron your
can-
clothes?
No, I want a man who will be able to share those roles as well. Because if I'm working full time,
Hold on.
Yeah, you can't ask that-
You were just talking about emasculating. That is the most emasculate. Me and my apron fucking washing my
She's
dishes.
saying she's working as well.
No,
She's
if
contributing
I'm also
financially as well.
working, I've got my 9 to 5. He's got his 9 to 5. Why am I then coming home, cooking, cleaning? I'm still working. If that's the case,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still fucking working. I've not had time off.
But that means you're taking some of the financial
Yeah.
burden. Then
Yeah.
that's what I'm
I
assuming you're
guess so.
saying.
Yeah.
Well, no, but then that would disprove your point because you're saying there is.
We're
you're
two
not-
different
I
people.
can-
We
Yeah,
have
fair
different
enough, fair
perspectives.
But
and
I like to work. I like to have that sense of, I'm working towards my goals. I like that independence. And even if I was in a relationship working, I would still not expect myself to contribute 50-50 financially.
I don't think anyone. I don't know. I don't think any man wants their woman to contribute 50-50. But I don't know.
But
It's
even
just,
you're married, Malcolm. Like it's like
I'm giving you children. Like, I'm
What-
that we
biggest
that
part-
we
I'm-
that
we
we
can't
gave
do.
you.
Yeah.
No, but I'm destroying my
from me.
body and doing things that are irreversible to give your family lineage.
Tummy touch.
It's your
Have
family
it-
too. This is what I mean. Why?
yeah, go through every single
it's like
procedure.
my position only. It's yours
That is
as
the
well.
biggest
It
problem.
is,
I think
it
that's the
is.
biggest problem today.
Yeah, but the burden.
You're so. Why are you
No,
so adamant to separate roles in that sense?
But
Like,
the
bro,
burden falls on the woman. You don't get to go through the excruciating pain of the complications of
That's true.
ectopic pregnancies, endometriosis, all of these other complications that come with
That's life,
being a
man.
woman. That's life.
Sorry.
You say that's
no,
life?
I didn't. I'm playing. That was a joke.
As in, like, there's so many things that a woman has
more
to go
risk.
through, and
Yeah.
men
Of
like,
course.
yeah. What about the finances though? It's not just the finances. The woman provides loads of emotional support. There's so many other aspects of a relationship than just financial.
No one's
Guys
saying
are
that,
so
no.
fixated
And a
on
man
the
could
financial.
easily just walk away,
Yeah.
and you're left with the kids. You're left with this. You're left
by the way, that's
But-
not true. You can
It's
easily
true.
walk away as well. Let's
No,
Come on.
she's
no.
Come on,
Let's
like-
keep it a buck.
You can, but
Yeah.
historically, and even like now, women who have children, they don't tend to walk away.
No, 100% not.
They are the ones that stay.
And
They're
good
the
men
ones
don't
that-
tend to walk away.
If you're going to be perfectly honest with yourselves, do you think in society, in this day and age now, who has it harder, men or girls? Men or women, sorry.
For what? In what
In
aspect?
life.
in what
In
way?
life. Who has it
In what
harder?
aspect? Be
In
specific, 'cause it's
general.
different.
Life as a whole.
Life.
Every day, every they every day.
I don't know,
She-
I
do
don't
you know what
know.
they're thinking
Every
about?
day
It's
to
Do you know what
day.
they're
it's
thinking
way
about?
too broad.
They're
Like,
thinking about their free
give a-
champagne that they get. They're thinking about the everything. Nah,
I'll give
no
you an
way.
example. Yeah. For
Listen,
example,
hold on. First of all, the whole free champagne thing, whatever, that only applies to women who are physically attractive.
As in, like, going to
Oh,
nice
as
restaurants.
Yeah,
some
of course.
days
No,
just
but that
be
doesn't
good
apply to
looking.
women in general. It only applies
like how
to
you put it
the
yourself.
women men find physically attractive. So it's exclusive to a number of women. that
There's a
men
lot of
find
pretty
physically
women in this
attractive.
world. There's a lot of pretty women.
Yeah,
So
of
it doesn't
course.
apply
Lots
to
of
women
pretty
in general.
the way I see when I say have it easier in
Sorry.
life is when women make mistakes, there's a kind of like an easy way out for them. Whereas men, if we make
Because they
mistakes,
cry.
Hold
no,
on.
no, no, I'll tell you. I'll give you an example. Whereas men, then like if they make a mistake, they got to deal with that mistake.
Okay,
yeah?
so if me and you are married, right,
Yeah.
and we have a kid,
Mashallah.
and we break up,
what happens with you?
you're getting married again easily. No one's gonna say, oh, he's good. They're gonna say he's a good father, blah blah. His marriage didn't work, but he's still a good guy. If I now have a kid with another man, I'm already damaged goods.
In the Western
The
world,
dyna-
in the Western world,
the
you
dynamic
get,
is exactly
you
the
get
same.
you get a yard, you get an income. Some places like America,
What if you don't have nothing and I've just settled for a bum?
huh?
What if you don't have nothing? And I've
No,
just
it's all
No,
right.
I'm just saying about
anything.
mistake. I'm talking about, let's say, like example, mistake. Yeah, for example, yeah. If, for example, me and you sleep together and tomorrow you get pregnant, you can go Sainsbury's and get a birth
Plan B.
control pill, whatever,
Plan
plan
B.
B. You've sorted your mistake out. Yeah.
But my body has
You-
to go through excruciating pain. with
But
that
you've
plan
sorted
B.
your mistake out with an easy option for me, yeah. With a man, I don't have a choice whether you can.
You do.
I can.
Wear a condom.
Yeah.
No, because that splits.
Hold on.
Okay,
You can still
but
get, you can still get
99%
pregnant off a condom.
though.
You can still get.
Look,
Look, I'm
The
saying
chances
that.
are very, very
Look,
slim.
well,
That's
look
what
at
happens.
here.
It happens.
I'm giving the mistake has been made from both of us. Look at your way out and look at my
this
way
is-
out.
Should
yeah?
he be? Sorry,
But this is why-
should he be obliged to that?
What?
If he's told you straight up, yo, I'm not involved. You keep it if you want, but that's a you problem. Prior to
Yeah, that's fine. It's her problem. He's already said I'm
Okay,
out.
so
I
now
love
we
that.
move on.
I
Now
rate that.
you've kept the baby. Your other thing is now the government, which happens in the Western world, will give you a house, will give you benefits. Places like America, I then have to start paying child support. I'm saying you're getting an easier way out than me. I don't get a house. I don't get an income. I don't get child support from you. Like,
You do if you're looking after the kid, but you're not looking after the kid. If the kid is staying at your house and you're looking after it,
Do
you
you?
will
I
get
don't
child
know.
support.
I've never
No,
had
I
a
don't-
child
I've never had
support.
that happen. I don't know.
That's a fact. But men don't tend to claim
So-
custody.
Whoever's got custody.
Whoever's got custody of the kid gets the payment. So if you were
So
looking
it's
after
the
the
woman.
child,
In
you
the
would get
Western
income.
world, the woman gets the custody of the kid.
Yeah.
Because
Can't
men
be-
don't file for custody. They don't want sole custody.
don't want that
They want the
It's
woman to have the
harder for men
Stress.
to get. To,
Can you
But
imagine?
I'm
That's
giving
dead
you-
fact.
I'm
Most
giving you a
men,
scenario.
most men want
I
to
get
have
a
the
little
kids 2 days
pissy.
apart.
If we go in front of the judge, the reasons I have to give to get custody of my child is much
No.
going to be higher than your reasons. Way higher.
When men want full custody, chances are, look at the statistics.
What are you looking at me for? I'm not a
No, 'cause
statistics
you're
guy.
the-
Statistics
Why
guy.
is this guy, bro?
If you file for custody, chances are men are more likely to get custody if the man wants full custody. Look at the
Yeah, but
statistics.
okay, but okay, no, we
It's
keep
just
saying
men.
that at the same
Men
time.
don't tend to want custody of
No,
the
no.
kids. They want
Why
to
am I
have the
saying the
kids
Western
for
world
That's a
rewards you?
burden.
The Western,
Exactly.
That is
That's
long.
your
the
child.
Western world
That's your
rewards
child
you
and
for
it's
it
a burden.
because where I'm from, like culturally, country-wise,
Yeah.
you're right. And from an Islamic point of view, as a man, I have to then look after my son when he reaches a certain age. As a duty as a man, look
Yeah.
after. But I'm saying in the Western world,
Yeah.
they kind of reward you for doing the stuff that's not really beneficial to society. They encourage, for example, the whole standard family. I feel like they encourage not to have it anymore. Oh, why do you need? You don't need a man. You need to be independent. You can work
Yeah.
yourself. You can do this. You can do that. Do that. I don't think that's beneficial for society. A single parent household a single parent child is not going to have a better upbringing. No way than a one that's got two parents.
I agree.
There's no way.
I agree, but it's up to the men then to lead and be the men that women need them so that they're not broken households.
Do you know what's? Do you know what I've actually didn't realize? You've done it a lot today, but a lot of women actually do it. We keep asking you what you need, and you just keep saying it's a long list. Like, give us the 3 things that, apart from financial gains, like just 3 things that. Because something that I looked in your TikTok and I want to talk about, but I'm not going to get into it. But you say, I'm going to say it now because I have to. But you said that the woman has to like the man more than the
Man likes the woman.
woman, right?
Yeah.
Say that again.
That's
Say that
Such a
again.
bizarre.
what?
How do you
The man-
measure
Wait,
that? There's no quantitative.
The man has to like the woman more. Yeah, always.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
man
I
likes
agree
the
with that.
woman
I
more.
agree with
Yeah.
that.
Because
agree with that.
women
I agree with that.
Women
Yeah.
will multiply anything you give her.
Yeah, 100%.
Always.
Okay, let's settle down. We're
Whoa,
gonna go
whoa,
there.
whoa.
You know,
We are creators of life. We are the core of
Wait,
life.
no.
You
So
give
I
us
agree.
something, we make it bigger. You
No,
give,
I-
you give us
brother,
No,
Is
no,
it-
no.
is
I
it
agree.
mad?
I mean, I agree.
Listen,
Yeah.
give us a house and make it a home.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, if
Give
you
us
Listen,
a
I
Yes,
got
fishing
Pinterest.
rod, I'll make you
I got
fish.
Pinterest. I got IKEA. I'll find it. Listen. I agree to an extent that knowing now, I would want to be with a girl that I feel like is like visually as well is way more better than like me, for example. I would want her to be way more
Visually,
attractive.
yeah.
Yeah, visually, way more attractive.
That's
And I'd
hard,
wanna-
you know. You're
and
a
I'd wanna-
spice.
and I want and I would want to like her. I would definitely want to like her more. I think her being definitely more
think-
attractive would definitely
That's hard though,
contribute
man.
to that. And
That's
obviously her being a
hard.
nice person.
Yeah.
Because when I'm thinking like, when you're looking visually, yes.
Yeah.
If the man is better looking than the woman, something went
Man,
wrong.
that's gazy.
That's mad.
That's crazy. No, but you have I think that contributes, like being an attractive woman who I'm proud of.
Yeah.
Like the way she looks visually, and obviously her being a nice person, that should just mesh and you're having a
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
But you definitely have to like her more than you,
I
because
think-
it's not, you're gonna not rate her. Because when you don't rate a girl, you already know how that goes. That's
Yeah.
just not. It's
That
downhill.
man cheating, that's mad.
Crazy.
it's a common concept that men are more, obviously with their partner, are more physically attracted to them, as opposed to a woman gets emotionally attracted.
That's
to
what I'm trying to say. I think that's what I was asking. Is it look-wise? We've all agreed the man should be less better looking.
Okay.
Less better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotionally, which I think is more important. I think the woman's got to love the man more because
Yeah,
No.
of course. Really?
No.
But women love on condition anyways. Women love on it has
Nah,
to be
brother,
this,
no,
that, and the
no,
other.
no,
Anyways,
everyone-
there's a list.
Everyone loves on
Don't
condition.
worry like that no more.
Everyone loves on condition.
You have
No,
a list
no
of.
one.
You have a list of. No, I don't
As
love on
do you.
condition.
You
I
just
don't-
haven't got the physical list. I've made a physical list.
I don't have a list.
in your
Oh,
head.
you say women love on condition.
Yeah, women
I
love
think it's
on
unconditionally.
No. Women love on conditions on
Everyone does.
based on no, definitely not.
wise women do.
You think?
Why do women do?
wise women.
Live on love on conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's not
There's
love
gotta be
though.
Because
conditions,
if you
man.
sign
Love
up,
on both
If
if
parties.
you love somebody, and they are just
Love's not enough just for that.
Love is not enough.
man.
No,
That's
I hear
exactly
that.
What I'm trying to say.
Love is
Love's
not enough. Yeah, love is not enough.
So yeah.
No, yeah, love is not like, for me. Love is definitely
Yeah.
love is definitely not enough. Like I definitely hear that, but I think women definitely have more requirements, and I understand that because of the situation we're designed to kind of approach you, and you tend to have a list of suitors, and you pick the best one, as opposed to
Yeah.
us. If we had a list of suitors, we're just gonna go through every single one. So I understand that,
We're
but
more selective.
yeah, you're more selective.
We've been Tracksuits and Ties. I've been Mr. B, aka Mr. B Spo, and we've been joined by
Easier.
Moe Paly.
and our lovely friends on our couch. Thank you for coming. Xena and Elvisa. Like, share, subscribe, and get out of these, man. Do not get out of these.